Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. I'm going to walk you through the 4.4 upgrade for the Voge 900 DSX, and I'm going to leave a link in the annotations below where you can get the download and install it. Now, first thing you need to do is, I've got a set of instructions in front of me here, but when you click on the link that I'll provide below, let's see if we can get my phone open. Doesn't want to open. Come on, open. Oh, there we go. Right, okay, first thing you want to do on the phone, you need to download this app, Chinese app. It's all in Chinese. When you download and install the APK, which I'll give you a link to, this is the interface you'll get. So you need to install this on your Android phone. It'll only work with Android, it won't work with iOS, so you're going to have to use Android. And the two files you want to install are the ones that are ticked, and I'll come to this later. They'll only get ticked once you're able to download it to the bike. Right, so what you need to do, you need to turn your bike on. I'll see if I can do this the best way I can, because I've already installed it, so I'm going to have to double back and run through. I'm not going to try and reinstall it. I'm just going to go over what you need to do. So first of all, when you're in this position now with the app installed on your phone and your screen in front of you, you need to go across to the arrow keys and press the down button. And this is very important, guys. No matter what you read on the instructions that come through on the PDF, the actual number, the Voge number, so Voge-DBB8, on the instructions that come through, you actually get, if I can zoom in here, you get Voge-87D6, which is the wrong number. The code number underneath the Wi-Fi is actually the same. It's 7 8s, so 8 in a configuration 7 times. So what you need to do now, you need to, so you can see on my screen now, I've got a Wi-Fi signal. So my phone is connected by a Wi-Fi hotspot to the computer on the bike. So I'll show you how to do that quickly. It took me a while to figure it out because the instructions aren't perfectly clear. So I'll get back on my phone and I'll walk you through that on the phone. Right, so on the phone you need to go, whichever phone you use, an Android phone, you need to go into settings. Then you need to go to mobile hotspot, and then at the top where it says, you can see now I've got my portable hotspot as Voge DB8. So you need to set that hotspot up in your phone. It won't find it on your bike, so it's not something you'll automatically find. So you go set up mobile hotspot. Then what you need to do in the top line is type in exactly as you see on your screen. It may be different to mine. So mine says Voge DBB8. So first of all, in the top line there, if it's focusing in, you need to type Voge DB8 or whatever yours is, hyphen, whatever the code you've got in front of you on your screen, it needs to be exactly the same. Now, when you get to the end of this code, when you've typed it all in, just don't leave it there. You need to go one space more. So it won't work if you don't leave one space more. I don't know why. I got stuck on it for quite a while trying to do this. So I typed in Voge-DBB8, then pressed the space key once more to move it over. Then the password underneath is the same for all the passwords. It's just 7 8s. So when you do all that and you've got it all in, for a quicker transfer speed, you want to change this to 5. I had left mine on 2.4 and it was a bit slow, but you need to change that to 5 Hertz if you've got it on your phone. If you've only got 2.4 gigahertz, it'll still work. Once you've got the hotspot set up, press the plus symbol at the top, come out of that, and what you'll notice then, as soon as you do this, you can then enable the portable hotspot. So you can see I've got the portable hotspot enabled, just flicked across there. Once you do that, immediately on the dash of your bike, then you'll get a Wi-Fi signal rainbow. And I'll zoom in right there. You can see it above the engine management and the ABS flashing. So once you've got that on your screen and you've got everything done, go back to the app on your phone. Once you come back to your app on your phone, these two will get highlighted because the phone will know it's connected to the computer in your bike. Then you need to press the down arrow. Now don't panic now, everything goes a bit crazy at this point. So you press the down arrow, and firstly you'll get a quick whiz across the screen. It takes about a minute. It'll zip across and nothing seems to happen. So I pressed on the down arrow again. when you press on the down arrow again, because I was on 2.4, it took maybe, I would think, about 5 minutes to install the full software on my bike. It comes up with a big notice saying do not power off the bike while you're installing. So what I did when I got it all configured and I got the Wi-Fi rainbow, I got everything connected and everything showing okay, and I got the plus symbols in green here on the two there. I pressed start, but then I started my bike. So I didn't start the bike before then, because as you know, with the Vosges 900 DSX, if you've got it ticking over, it gets hot pretty quick. So the whole process took about 5 minutes. Once on your screen on this particular page now, once you press this down arrow, you'll get a progress bar going across the bottom of the screen. Once the progress bar gets to the fully across the screen, which just take a couple of minutes if you're using 5 gigahertz. If you're using 2.4, it's going to take a bit longer. Once it gets to right the way across the screen, on your bike in front of you, then you get a notification on your screen saying software ready to install. You then need to press the enter key. Press the enter key and it starts installing. That transfers it over to your bike pretty quick. Then it asks you if you want to update your bike. Again, you press the enter key and you just wait, guys. So it goes through the whole process, and it got a bit scary for me because at the end of the process I got a black screen. So it told me it was updated. It told me the bike was updated to 4.4, and I got the black screen showing on the bike. I turned the bike off, started it, still had a black screen. So I did that for 2 or 3 times and eventually it powered back on. But do this entirely at your own risk. I'm not advocating that you do this. You try it. If you mess the software up on your bike, it's down to you. I mean, if you try it, it works. I'll go out of this now, so I'll back out of this. I'll go enter, and I'll go down to my vehicle, and we'll go to the bottom. Oh, back up to my vehicle, and we'll go next. And now you can see, guys, on the software version, I've not tried the bike yet. Software version now is 4.4. It was 4.1 before. Whether I get a chance to have a quick ride on it now, I'm not sure. I may take it out and just see what it feels like. But that's the process, guys. I'll leave the link to the downware. It's a zip file that you download. You must download it onto an Android phone. Once you've got it onto your Android phone, you need to connect that to the bike as I've shown you. And also within the file I'll leave a link to is a video tutorial in Chinese, which isn't much good at all because it really doesn't tell you what you need to do. There's also a written tutorial as well. Again, it's pretty vague. But the main thing to remember is when you're setting it up is, let's get out of this, go down again and exit again. The main thing to remember is when you press the down arrow key to get into the navigation, to get to that screen I was just on there. So to get to that screen, you press the down arrow, and you must remember to set your Wi-Fi hotspot to this first account. So Vosges hyphen and whatever it says after that, irrespective of what I'm showing you on my screen or whatever it shows you in the written details in Chinese, change it to that. Once you've changed it to that, you type that in. Don't just finish typing it in. 1 space after the last digit, then go down to the Wi-Fi code, put the Wi-Fi code in, which is 78. You'll get a tick at the top of the screen. Tick that, it will set the Wi-Fi hotspot to that account. Then all you need to do is check that you've got this rainbow on the bike before you proceed, and everything will go ahead pretty smoothly. So guys, I hope that's clear as I can make it. I really don't want to run through the process again because I don't want to really overwrite the software, but there you are, guys. I'm sure the dealers don't want to do this. They don't want to mess around in case they balls it up. But there you are. There's the full tutorial on how to update your software on your Vosges 900 DSX. And what I'll do now, I'll go out for a quick ride and give you my thoughts on it at the end of this video, because I'm not going to... No, I might put the camera on if there's enough battery left on it and let you know how we get on. So follow me on the video and we'll continue. Right guys, I don't know how the view is on this because I've got just threw the camera on my helmet pretty quick. I've had a busy day in work and I wasn't going to do the update today, but a few of you guys was asking me if I'd do a quick tutorial, and I hope it's some help to you. Right, okay. So I'm in road mode at the moment. Just trying to feel the throttle response compared to the throttle mod that I've normally used. Get a bit further on and get on a decent stretch of road. I'll be honest, at the moment I can't feel much of a difference. What I wanted to do, I'll try changing try changing modes on the fly. Yeah. Oh. Okay. So you have to throttle off to change modes on the fly once you've done it. I'm now in sports mode. So it will do it on the fly. The upgrade to changing modes on the fly is there. Just a case of letting the throttle off and pressing the button. Okay, you have to tap the button twice to change into a different mode. So I've just tapped it twice and it's gone from sports into road. Try doing slow speed, see what it goes like. To be honest guys, there's no difference in the throttle at all with the 4.4 to what I had before with the throttle mod. In fact, I probably will do the throttle mod again now. I've updated it to 4.4. Still a little bit bobbly. In fact, it feels a bit more bobbly than before I updated it. That's maybe because it probably needs the throttle mod doing again just to reset the throttle. Quick shifter didn't like that. It wasn't 4,000 revs. That was smooth enough. No noticeable change on the quick shifter. So I would say from the top of my head guys, just shut this helmet, I don't know how much you can hear or how much wind noise we're getting. Off the top of my head I would say that, bearing in mind I've only gone on a very short ride, I'm only going a couple of miles and then back. Off the top of my head I would say there's no noticeable change in the throttle response, in the quick shifter or the gear change. It's pretty much as it was before. In fact, the throttle response is a bit slightly more jerky than it was before, but I'm sure if I do the throttle reset that'll iron that out again. I think the only gain you're going to get from it, and you have to really want to be able to change different modes on the fly. To be honest, it really never ever bothered me changing from road mode to sports mode. I didn't mind if I had to stop and change over, purely because the road mode on the DSX, it had loads of go in it anyway. Excuse me guys, only if you were on a racetrack or you're going like an absolute hooligan would you really need sports all the time. Yeah, well, it's early days. I mean, I've only done the upgrade 5 minutes ago, but I can't really feel any noticeable difference in the bike, the handling. slow right down into first gear as if we were in slow moving traffic. No guys, just the same, you can probably see that searching a little bit, bobbling a bit. Yeah, I'll do a throttle reset on this again and see if it irons that out, but I can't see any major advantages to rushing out and doing this mod if you don't want to do it, other than changing modes on the fly, and that's, yeah, double press on the mode button and it changes. Double down into rain mode, and into road mode. So two quick presses, and it seems to just flick through the different road modes. Now that's interesting. That's the first thing I probably have noticed. Under 3,000 RPM, this is smoother now. Smoother between 2,000 and 3,000 RPM. A little bit more linear. It didn't really like being between 2 and 3 before. I'm in third gear. First thing I've noticed, I've been out 5 minutes, that is a lot smoother. So wind down slowly in third. Yeah, the lower rev range is smoother. So that's from the 2,000 to 3,000 band. I'm in fourth now. Watching all that gravel on the corner there. Crazy, covered in gravel corner. Yeah, I'm just over 2,000. This is very smooth. So it seems that the mapping for the lower end between 2 and 3,000 has been smoothed out a lot. Yeah, it's quite nice. Slow speed riding's nice. Try and take it down into second, and we'll go between 2 and 3 again. Not so much in second. So third gear, fourth gear, slow moving in traffic or town riding, very smooth. Second and first, not so much. Second now, and I'm up to 2,500 revs. It's not bad, but it's searching a little bit. You can feel the bike searching. Again, that may be ironed out if I do a reset on the throttle again. Now I'm in third at 2,500. That's very smooth. It's not doing anything now. It's just going along quite nicely. So yeah, a noticeable change in third and fourth gear at between 2,000 and 3,000 revs per minute. You can change gear on the fly, as I said earlier. So some slight improvements. I may find more, and I'll update you if I do, either through notifications on YouTube or on Facebook, on one of the forums. Nothing detrimental, so if you want to do it and you're happy to go ahead and try and do it, nothing of any detriment that I can see. Nothing is worse. I don't know what other features they could have updated by doing a software update. I guess it's just really a low speed mapping update, and what they've tried to do by the look of it is iron out some of the low speed jerkiness on the bike. And to some extent I'm in fourth now. I'm only doing 2,000 RPM. It's not searching like it did before. Often I found that if I was going around slow bends, or I was having to change down all the time into second to give it a bit more revs, and it's a bit more laid back, and I guess you won't have to change down so much on slow bends as much. You'd probably leave it in third. So guys, if we want to wind it up, I'll let you know when I get a chance to have a proper ride. I've got in straight from work, had a shower, shot out down to our other house and done this software update. It took me about 3/4 of an hour to actually get the Wi-Fi to connect on a wireless hotspot. And hit me up in the comments if you've got any problems or you want any advice. but if you listen to what I've said when I was connecting it, first of all, the Wi-Fi hotspot, when you're creating a new Wi-Fi hotspot, it has to match exactly what's on your screen. The Vosges, then the hyphen and the number after it, all in capital letters for Vosges. The password is 7 8s, all in sequence, so 8 keyed in 8 times. When you put the Wi-Fi code in at the top, you put your wireless hotspot, and you put your Vosges hyphen followed by the 4 or whatever digits and numbers it is. Put an extra space at the end because I found the tick button wouldn't let me connect otherwise, so I just press a space after and it let me connect. You'll see the Wi-Fi arrow come up on the dash, which will show you that you've created a mobile hotspot between you and the bike, and you can go ahead and install the software. So guys, I'm going to sign out. Hope it's been some help. I know a lot of you guys are waiting for this, and I'll catch you in the next one, guys. Ride safe and take care.